this thing's been pretty involved. Alright, you guys are probably wondering why the tow truck video dropped on Friday instead of Sunday. So there's been a pretty good buzz going on about Yellow Submarine. Sunday, you guys all find out what it is. But off to the tow truck. Alright, morning. It's another day in the shop. We're working on the wrecker again. We're trying to figure out the rear winch plus the boom support. We ran out of room back here, so we're dreaming at this point. We gotta get this all in so we can get the controls hooked up, so we can make this thing functional and user-friendly. So that's today's job, is to get the back end of this dealt with, then we can put boxes on it. Hopefully by the end of today, it looks like we want it to in the end here. This is kind of what we've got going on here. I think I'm gonna take the same material I made my headache rack out of. It's 1 by 3 by 3/16 wall. Should be plenty heavy to run this. I think I'm gonna build like an A-frame right here out of it. 20 inches up, across, 20 inches back down. Then we'll run a piece across the inside here. I'm trying to protect this tank as well, so if something dumb, well, if I do something dumb, shove something in the back of here, it's not gonna hit aluminum, it's gonna hit something metal that will slow it down first. So, and we gotta have something that comes under, supports this, so it's got a dead stop on it. I guess we grab some of that material and start chopping. I'll cut 2 20-inchers, and then we'll start figuring angles out on it and cut them off. And then I got this chunk of plastic right here. This is gonna be my cushion for my boom to set on. We'll cut this off flat, recess a couple bolts in it, boom will set on it. Shouldn't wear at that point.
Okay, we got the controls here. I'm gonna take and just cut this off, and I can save all the little pieces so we don't lose them. We have a tendency to do that.
Cables are junk.
And there's only one that works, and it's not real good, so chop it off.
It's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Once I figure out
What the angle is.
yeah, what I gotta have here. Got the angle all figured out. We'll cut both of those off, then we gotta figure the top angle. Oh yeah, that's gonna do what we need it to. And then we'll put a piece across here, we'll figure all that out. It's gonna be perfect. That's 3 3/4. That's 2 3/4. It's an inch different. Explain that one. Maybe this isn't a good tape measure. How is this compared to the boom?
It's straight. Like it's,
That's centered with it?
yeah.
That was definitely the center of the bumper.
Yeah, the boom's just a little off.
It's not much. I mean, that's holding it in the center, but it is, isn't it?
Maybe it was tweaked a little and we didn't.
It's way too late for that now.
Oh, we're past that.
We're way past that. I'll adjust.
We'll move it around when we pull something hard. It'll shift
Shift over.
side. Now that one.
I thought we had that thing square. Well, we know what thought. I can fix it. You know how? Let this go in close. I gotta go far enough that those will clear, because we gotta put bolts in them. How do you feel about that, Hunter? I feel pretty good about it. I need a piece on the short side, 14 1/4.
I like that.
Things are starting to come together here. We'll measure up on each side and weld it in. There's one. Sing it, Hunter.
1. I need to actually listen to the whole song.
3 1/4. 3 1/4. Let's see how that turned out. It's pretty good, really. Winch is gonna go up just barely because it's obviously setting on the fuel tank right now. So we'll figure out the top piece. I don't know how I want this to look exactly. I'll figure this out and I'll get back to you. I don't know if I want mitered angles or if I probably am gonna cut it and do it like I did the tow truck so the ends roll in. Then it'll kind of match the headache rack with the back of this. We're all about cosmetics here at Fab Rats.
All right, we got our control here for the rear. We're just figuring out where we want it. I think we're gonna have it right here. We'll just make some more brackets just like this one. I'll just mount it right in there. So let's get some metal. All right, we'll cut us some strips now. All right, I think it's gonna sit in there just like so. All right, I'm gonna drill some holes in this one, then we'll get her bolted in.
Around the corners. Then we gotta cut these. So, got it painted on here. Gotta cut that line down and that off. And then I should have enough to bend over the ends and wrap it, and it should look perfect.
I'm just gonna come down and run the shop while I go upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It should be down about 20 minutes.
Hope nobody else comes, you know. Don't...
When do children get so full of themselves?
I'm giving you everything you're
Would
giving
you
me.
have done that to me?
Yeah. All right. He'll learn, huh?
Yeah, he'll learn that he'll never know where way that's gonna hit him.
It's good knowing you.
Right.
I'll get this all bolted on and then we'll show you where it's gonna sit.
Alright, I think we're close. Maybe we're not so close.
Let's see if it even sets in there anymore.
Is that gonna hit if it's all the way back too?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
No, Hunter's doing his quality control.
You about ruined it.
Yeah, but I had it too far forward.
Is that clear into
That's clear into the one.
and clear into third?
Yeah.
That's plenty. Probably won't have that much movement anyway.
No, it shouldn't. It'd probably only be like this.
Yeah, but
Better to be safe than sorry,
I
right?
agree. Good call, Hunter.
Look at me go.
On top of things.
I won't fire you today just for that. I've got all the parts cut. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
Let's do this real quick. That one's level. I'm gonna weld that thing together, and then we'll just roll those ends over and voila. I remember when I was your age, working in that machine shop, and all those guys they're my age now basically, and I was the same way. I'm like, I'm never gonna be that old. And then I blink and all of a sudden I got kids
Oof.
your age.
Oof.
Your time's a coming, Hunter. You'll end up selling all your toys that you like because your wife's pregnant and she needs a car that will fit kids. That sucks. I guess I'll just sell this four-wheeler. Actually, it was a three-wheeler, 86 250R.
That's sweet.
Had a 97 S10 extended cab that I had straight axled. Sold that because couldn't fit a car seat in that anymore. So your time's a coming,
No,
Hunter.
it's
Don't
not.
you
Don't-
worry.
don't-
But wouldn't change any of it. I'd sell it all again.
Good.
It's you can always get more stuff. It's just stuff. Which, by the way, I'm looking for an 86 250R three-wheeler. If any of you out there have one or know of one, bad to the bone. I'd jump at 100 feet, no sweat.
Holy
Oh, I'd
crap.
sky that thing, dude. What?
With paddles on the back?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some good video of us jumping off the backside of Sand Mountain. So we were coming up the one side and jumping across it.
Holy
Fourth, fifth gear,
flying.
letting it air.
Probably didn't even have a helmet on.
Oh
or
no, I had a
anything.
helmet.
Okay.
I had a helmet
All right.
and boots. I'm not reckless,
Good.
Hunter. Free.
Of course not.
I can lay this thing down and finish it now. Oh yeah. It's like we imagined it, Hunter. Now, we gotta make a cradle out of this. It's gonna weld to the top of there and cradle that bad dog in there. And then this hair chunk is gonna bolt to the top of that for a cushion. That's what we gotta do.
Seems easy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen quick.
while they were bending some parts, I took and just welded this down in. So now we'll just have to get our cables on it and run them through. So we'll need to measure on how long our cable run is and get our cables. So that should work right there, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
And then we'll get some cool knobs on it. What should we put on there? Like a mean green one? Shifter?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm gonna take and cut that off too. Alright, I still got more work to do. This is one of the old brackets for the carburetor. Had two things on it and it was bent up, so I cut it off and I think we'll bolt it right here on the side. Then we can have our throttle linkage come through and come off to the pin. But I gotta make it so it doesn't pivot. So there's all something to do. So when I figure this out, I'll keep you updated.
And it's all that's gonna be almost perfect. Look at that, I measured something correctly. That way this won't touch. It's gotta go up just barely to fit in there. Okay, now I gotta drill and tap it and countersink some Allens in there and call it good.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And you can keep tightening as you go.
I think now it's time to get the winch mounted into this. I want to do as little welding as I can around the gas tank, obviously. So I'll take this out, set it on the bench. We'll build the plate that bolts in here, get the fair lead put in it, and then we can set it back in here, weld this thing in. Did you guys notice my receiver hitch? I didn't video that. I did that. I came down early one morning and put that receiver hitch in. So we still got a couple more things to put over here on the side, but we're winning.
Figured it out finally. This little bracket here holds the corner of the carburetor right there. It'll hold it straight, and we'll have a throttle cable. So I'll just finish welding that up, grind it off, make it look good, bolt it in, we'll have throttle. Just like so. Let's grind it up, make it look pretty.
Art class, got an A. You see anything wrong with that, Hunter? Think 1/4 inch is gonna be enough for that? It ain't gonna bend that, is it?
Well, it's gonna have to push it through it.
Exactly.
I don't think you have to worry about it.
Good. I'm not then. Okay, I got these pieces built. We're gonna go ahead and, do I want them flush? I just got to thinking, where's that bolt hole gonna, nah, I don't want them flush. I want them just like that.
Bolting it in. Final. I just need to get a little rod for the carburetor, or for the throttle body. Is that what they call those? Alright, I gotta add a little bit more. Yeah, it's not quite perfect, but almost. Got it now. Solid. Good mount. We'll just get a pin for the side of it now to extend it out. We got full throttle moment. We're good. I'm off to a basketball game.
All right, how much do you think it weighs?
I think this thing's gonna weigh 69.50.
69.50. Alrighty.
50, that's a pretty solid guess.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm still going under 68.
68.
Under 68.
Alrighty.
That was my hopes. I hope we got it.
What about you, Hunter?
70.
Okay. So it'd be 7,000.
I think it's heavy.
Could be. Could be heavy. I don't think it is.
Well, we don't have the doors on it,
Oh yeah.
so you might win. We'll be right there.
Yep. All right. Have a good one, man.
Okay.
Trying to make this thing not fall apart. We're gonna put a little pull to this thing every once in a while, and I don't want it to break, so we're welding it up tight. All right, if that bolts down, Hunter, we're in the chips. If it doesn't, well, we'll say it should have. Set her over on here. Well, one hole will go in. If you screw up bad enough, you can't get one bolt in.
That's pretty bad.
2 bolts are in. 3.
Ooh.
We got 4. It's a good day, Hunter.
It is.
Now, we gotta turn it over and get the fair lead put on the front side. It's not gonna be like a conventional winch. That's gonna go right there like that. Which really, I can't see any reason that that's not just gonna work perfect. So now I'm thinking just a little tab that sticks out of some heavier stuff, and then we'll drill and tap it and thread that in there, and it'll just be perfect. I like it. That's easy enough. Well, apparently today we could read a tape measure. Once that thing's square, setting up right, it'll be perfect, won't it? Oh yeah, that's off the fuel tank. It's gonna be good. Basically, I think I weld those in right there, and then drill it, tap it, and bolt that on it, and we're done.
Pretty dang good welds.
And that will just set right on there. We'll put it far down to the bottom as we can get it. Look at that, Grandma Wally's here with lunch.
And I brought Hunter a Dr. Pepper, even though
Aw.
he does not deserve it.
Thank you.
She really does like you,
She
Hunter.
does.
She does.
It's a peace treaty or something right
Even
there.
though you tried to give me that.
I think we eat some lunch. After some lunch, she's cooled right down. That one's gonna be interesting to tap. Okay. I think the smart thing here to do is to take the winch off, drill clear through it, tap clear through both of them, and then cut the bolts off flat on the inside. That way it'll hold this gap too.
Now you're using all your brain power.
I'm telling you, firing on all cylinders right now.
Yep.
Got some lunch in my system, and things are happening. How much is poking out the other side, Hunter?
Not much.
Wow.
Woo.
I'll just grind that smooth and we'll call it good. Okay, there's that. We should be able to bolt winch back to it and then fair lead on it. And then I think we can get that drilled and tapped and welded onto there. We probably want to do that before we bolt winch. I like it. This is about to go down. First one's always the easiest, Hunter. You gotta remember that when you're drilling, tapping
Our luck's
holes.
been going pretty good today, though.
It really hasn't been bad. See anything wrong with that? Just like we engineered it.
I haven't
Like we
seen you
could-
have one of these days ever. I've been working for you for months.
Thanks, Hunter. You make me feel good inside about
Good.
myself. I'm on my game today. What can I
You
say?
are.
Okay, I think all we got left to do is fire this truck up, lift the boom, set it down on, tack it in place, finish weld it, bolt a winch in it, weld this bottom on, right? I'll get the jump pack. That's the spot, my friend. Gives us clearance here where we need it. Okay, I'll tack that, we'll pull it off, take those plastics off, weld it up, put the winch on it, set it back in there and bolt it up, right? All right, I can pull it out and we'll weld that up. It's time to bolt a winch on this thing and make it permanent on this truck. This might be the hardest winch mount I've ever had to make. Usually they're just like pretty easy, bolt it on. You don't even think about it really. This thing's been pretty involved, really. There it is. Let's do it. That's how it's gonna go. That's the spot, Hunter.
Like it.
That's not too bad, really, Hunter. I kind of dig it. What do you think of that, Land?
It looks pretty cool.
All right, we got this kind of sorted out. We know the box is going on the back of here, right like so. And we needed something to mount the box to anyways. So we're gonna run some of 2x1 rectangle tube up the back, across here, and then angle it right into that. It'll cut right across the corner of this winch, somewhere in that area, tie right in. That thing ain't going nowhere at that point. It's solid, so I like it. If it's really gonna snow like Grandma said, we may better go unload the rollback right now so that we can take this down and weigh it in the morning. See how much it weighs. You wanna put a guess in?
I'm gonna guess 65.
I'm hoping he's right. All right, morning. New day in the shop. Today, we're doing what I told you. It's a continuation of yesterday. We're gonna load this thing on the rollback and run it down to Dar's and see how much it weighs. All right, I guess we'll back this on. The starting system has a little to be desired, but it works. Leaking everywhere here. All right, Dar's gravel pit, here we come. We'll go get Dar. Go see if we can't get this thing weighed.
You got on bad, did you?
You guys are doing the same thing we were at our shop, standing around the fire.
Hunter finally got out of bed, did he?
Finally,
did.
he didn't want to
Got
down here.
Yeah.
Let's go see what this thing weighs.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm saying 68. I hope it's less, but I... At least it's raining. It's not snowing like it is in Glendale.
Hang on. He's making the corner like I do in my pickup. Stickers off the tires, yeah. They're gonna be muddy.
They're gonna be muddy, that's for sure.
Ooh, front end's off the ground.
Oh, so should we do the math then?
Well, just
If you guys want to win some cool Fab Rats swag, drop in the comments how much you think the tow truck weighs, and we'll see whoever's closest is going to win some cool stuff.
All right, we know what she weighs now. Go back and get in the shop again. Thanks, Dar.
yeah.
She's a little fatter than we thought, but hey, it's the holidays. You can eat more in the holidays, right? It's gonna be good. Truck's gonna work good. It seems to drive pretty good for the little bit I drove it. We don't even have the Ories aired up, so the front, it's stink bugged a little. It's gonna come up. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. Thanks for watching.